In the heart of Atlanta, where the streets hum with secrets and ambition, a single accusation can shatter a life. They call him a killer, a hustler who couldn't escape his past. But Tiara, a defense attorney who lives by the law, saw something else in his eyes. I saw Day, a man fighting for a second chance. Accused of a crime he swore he didn't commit. Taking his case wasn't just a professional choice. It was an instinct, a gut feeling that the city had it all wrong. The whole world was screaming guilty. The evidence was stacked against him, a neat little package tied up by the prosecution. But the neatest packages are often the ones hiding the biggest lies. I started digging, pulling at the threads of the official story. My investigation led me away from the polished courthouse and into the gritty underbelly of Dea's old life. I started talking to people, listening to whispers the police ignored, and that's when I found Ita Connection, a trail of breadcrumbs leading not to Day, but back to his old crew and to the victim, Marcus. Something wasn't right. The story they were selling was too simple for a world this complicated. Our late-night strategy sessions became the only calm in the storm. Surrounded by case files and evidence boards, the sterile office air would start to crackle with something else entirely. We'd map out the prosecution's next move, and in those quiet moments, the line between attorney and client began to blur. His vulnerability, his fierce determination to prove his worth it was magnetic. We were from two different worlds, a high-powered lawyer and a man from the streets. But in that room, we were just two people fighting for the truth. And fighting a magnetic pull that was as dangerous as the case itself. The unspoken tension was as thick as the Atlanta humidity, a forbidden chemistry that threatened to ignite at any moment. Every step I took to clear Day's name felt like I was walking a tightrope. On one side was my career, my reputation, everything I had worked for. On the other was Day. The Bar Association has rules, strict ones, about personal involvement. I was breaking them all. My colleagues warned me. My mentor told me I was committing career suicide. I was putting my license on the line for a man the world had already condemned. And in the darkest hours of the night, a sliver of doubt would creep in. What if they were right? What if I was so blinded by my feelings that I couldn't see the truth? Was I defending an innocent man? Or was I falling for a master manipulator? Just when I thought I was getting closer to the truth, a bombshell dropped. New evidence surfaced, placing Day at the scene of the crime on the night Marcus died. It was a gut punch. My carefully constructed defense started to crumble, and the doubt I'd been suppressing roared to life. Had he lied to me all along? I confronted him, the air thick with betrayal. The look in his eyes wasn't one of guilt, but of desperation. He finally confessed the whole story. Yes, he was there. But he wasn't there to kill Marcus. He was there to save him from a deal gone wrong with his old crew. A deal orchestrated by a man named Tone. He was trying to do the right thing, and it had backfired in the most catastrophic way imaginable. The puzzle pieces finally clicked into place. Detective Briggs, the lead investigator on the case, had been pushing the Day is guilty narrative from the start. Why? Because he was dirty. He was working with Tone, the real architect of Marcus's death. They had framed Day to cover up their own corrupt dealings. It was a conspiracy reaching into the very department that was supposed to uphold justice. We had the truth, but they had the power. Getting that truth into a courtroom meant we were painting a target on our backs. A violent confrontation became inevitable. It wasn't about the law anymore. It was about survival. We were forced into a corner with a choice to make: fight for justice and risk everything, or run and let the lie win. In a climactic showdown, the truth finally exploded into the light. The corruption, the lies, the setup, it all came out. Detective Briggs and Tone were exposed, their web of deceit torn apart. Day was officially exonerated, his name cleared. But the victory was bittersweet. The system that was supposed to protect him had almost destroyed him. He couldn't just go back to his old life. To truly be free, he had to disappear, going into hiding until the dust from the scandal settled. As for me, I won the case, but I lost my career. The Bar Association came down on me hard. I was disbarred, my reputation in ruins. I had nothing left, or so I thought. In losing everything I thought I wanted, I found the one thing I truly needed. My heart was awakened. This isn't just a story about a case. It's a story about a connection that defied all odds. It's about finding love in the most hopeless of places and realizing that sometimes you have to lose everything to find yourself. Thank you so much for watching and coming on this journey with us. If you were moved by this story of love, justice, and redemption, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that goes beyond the headlines. We'll see you in the next one.